Hi, I'm so on time today. I want to turn my light down a little bit. I don't have, oh, that's too dark. I didn't put on like a fun light in the background this time. I was just thinking we could be like intimate and quiet, but now I feel like you can't really see my. How are we feeling about the lighting? Just overall. I'm gonna wait for people to be here and then we're getting started fucking immediately. Welcome. We're here to talk about Sister Wives. Oh, I'm glad you're excited. I don't know why I thought people were going to be mad at me. I felt really bad about doing so many remix topics. And I don't like the lighting in here. I miss the blue light. I'm going to put it on. Oh, it's my little alert box. It's too little. We'll put it right there. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to put the blue light or the colorful light on. My computer sounds like it's about to take off into space. Speaking of my computer sounding like it's about to take off into space, is that a bug? No. Thank you to everyone who has gifted towards me getting a new computer so that I can make stream even badder and better and just we can all be happier and live better and love better. Greatly appreciate you all. We are very close to our goal. We're 72% of the way there. So if you would like to support me getting a desktop computer so I don't have to stream on my laptop, that would be dope. Also exciting things happening. Also on the computer thing, sorry, I didn't mean to go backwards. Here we are going backwards in reverse. So I got a new job. I'm going to tell you about it on Friday. And they gave me a computer, but it's a PC and it's disgusting. So I've just been using my Mac to do everything. So now I really don't want to use it for stream because now everything's getting mixed up and to be like a shit show. You know what I mean? So I really want to get a desktop computer to be able to serve you all stream. And what else was I going to tell you? So I'll tell you about my new job on Friday. I'm actually writing an article about it, which is really fucking cool and weird. So that article comes out on Friday. So that's when I can tell you about it. Next week, merch will be dropping live on stream. To get the link, I will drop it on stream. It'll be like on my page and stuff everywhere afterwards, but merch is coming this week. So a week from today, merch is coming. I probably should have worn some of it. That was stupid. Article, merch, so much big news. Let me just tell y'all, I have been motherfucking suffering. That's why we've been doing so many remix streams, because like behind the scenes, it's been a fucking lot. It's been a fucking lot, let me just tell you. No, I can show you some of the merch though. While we wait for everyone to show up to class, it's right here. I just don't have it on my body. Oh, so you might have seen a couple people posted it. I sent the link to some mutuals who bought it, which was super nice of them. So this is actually my favorite thing. It's a tote bag, and it says Body by Ibuprofen, and it's like a big tote bag, and it's thick and nice. See, it's like very sturdy. And yeah, it has like the flat bottom. So large tote bag. You can use this as like a work bag or for groceries or literally whatever the fuck you want. It's a tote bag. This is another one of my favorites. It's Mike's shirt as a tank top. Respectfully, your hair is looking a little big and full of secrets. It is. Here's Mike's shirt as a tank top, and then it has a Walmart parking lot on the back. This is one of my favorite things. The CIA is just a frat that took things too far. MK Ultra. This, I have it as like a tank top, a t-shirt, a muscle shirt. Like I have it as a bunch of different things. I have it as sports bras. I have sports bras. The sports bras are nice. On the back, it says, I'm rushing CIA this fall. Prices. Let me just tell you, I was really happy because thought I was going to be able to keep my prices like mad low. And then when I did like a soft launch, I realized there was a processing fee that I didn't know about. That's like $2 or $3 per order, which is like kind of a lot. So I had to raise the prices, but they're not crazy. Like I think the most expensive thing is the hoodie, and I think it's $50. Most of the shirts are like $25. I would say $25 is the price of most of the shirts. There's a bikini, there's a one piece, there's a lot of stuff. So join me on stream a week from today, I'll be launching the merch live. But today we're talking about Sister Wives. So let's go ahead and talk about Sister Wives because we have a lot to talk about. Like, how much for the tote, though? The totes are the cheapest. I think the totes are, I have two different ones. That one is like a sturdier, thicker one, and then the other one's just like a fabric-y one. And they're less than 25. I can't remember exactly how much, but between, like, yeah. This is my telephone drill. Oh. I'm happy y'all are happy. And look, Dr. Pepper Cherry. Cherry. It'll be on here. I'll send you the link. It drops a week from today. So come back next week for the link. Very exciting times. So let's talk about Sister Wives. We have a lot to fucking talk about. Sister Wives is all batshit crazy. Like, these people are absolutely crazy. If you have never seen an episode of Sister Wives, you are in for a motherfucking treat. And if you have seen every episode of Sister Wives, you're going to be really validated. And I have a lot of lore that's not on the show because I've read their book, unfortunately. It's also, this is so embarrassing, but that book is like the only book I've read in like 3 years. So I fucking hate when people are like, you know, those little like dinner party conversation things. People are like, oh, what is your favorite book you've read recently? And the only one I've read is Sister Wives. Like, are you joking? Sister Wives, the Sister Wives memoir is the only book I've been able to read in years. You went to school with them before they moved to Vegas. I really, really hope you have no plans tonight because I need you here the entire time with us. Oh my God, I can't believe you went to school with them. That's wild. And don't forget to watch the original Sister Wives stream. Yes, this is our second Sister Wives stream. Gotta jump into next week's stream mid-music bingo to snag merch. And the merch will also be available. Like, I'll just post it on my page later that night. Like, so if you can't come live, like, it'd be dope if you came live because you'd get it first and you'd get to see it and stuff. But it's not like it's just gonna be there for like 20 seconds. I've read their book, unfortunately. Did they live in Utah before Vegas? Yes, they did. So let's go ahead and talk about their entire lives. So I just love this video of Christine tackling Mary. I think it's very funny. I don't even remember the context of this. It was something about arguing over decor. And then I just wanted everyone to know that on this stream, we're feminist, we're trauma-informed, and we're empathetic to everyone except for this man's right here. We are going to talk deeply about Robin. I am empathetic towards Robin, but I also hate her. So I think like those two things might seem like they're competing priorities, but they're really not. Like, I can exist in both of those spaces at the same time because like I have complex emotions as a woman, and like that makes me smart and powerful, and like Robin doesn't, and that's fine. And I can still treat her with empathy and know that I am better than her. You know? Sometimes you need to slam a bitch down when they want to paint everything millennial gray. Native Utah in here, slander away. I want someone who knows Robin, to be honest. Stream. So here is the family. I just kind of wanted to give everybody context. Basically, Sister Wives, they're a polygamist family, and they tried to be like, we're polygamist, but we're normal and we're just like you. And we found out that they are just like us because they're really dysfunctional, and most people are really dysfunctional. But we also kind of, Christine dropped some lore that like they are like the other polygamists, like they're low-key doomsday preppers and shit like that. So like they wore semi-normal outfits is, I really think, the only distinguishing factor that makes them different from the stereotypical polygamist. You know what I mean? I got gay married virtually in Utah. You can get married virtually? What? I can treat her with empathy and still know that I'm better than, I mean, I am. I don't know. Like, there's really no other way to explain it. So, Cody's origin story. Cody Wynn Brown was born January 17th, 69, to William Brown and Genial II. His father was also a polygamist and had 3 wives, which we will talk about in a second. But Cody did not grow up in polygamy, even though both him and his father embraced polygamy when Cody was an older teenager. And Cody has 9 siblings, but it's not known which siblings came from which mothers. He was raised in a Mormon household, so I guess the pipeline from Mormonism to polygamist is like very, very short. But he was raised, oh, actually, let me adjust my screen so I can see y'all better. Go away. There we go. Okay, so he was raised in a Mormon household and said his parents struggled with the dichotomy of the Mormon faith and plural marriage. He was actually on his mission trip when his parents were like, we're going to be polygamous now. So just so you know, when you get home, we're polygamous now. Can you explain the difference between polyamory and polygamy? Polyamory, I'm going to Google it, but this is, and read you like a definition. But in my mind, polyamory is just like a general term for a relationship with multiple people. And polygamy is where there's like multiple spouses and it's specifically defined as marriage. But polyamory, I think, is like a bigger term that can kind of include more styles of things, you know? Polygamy versus polyamory. This is what the internet says. Okay, so yeah, I was right. In short, polyamory is the act of having intimate relationships with more than one person at a time. A polyamorous might be open to having multiple romantic partners. Polygamy involves being married to multiple partners. So it's like the dating version versus the marriage version, I guess. So polygamy has a power dynamic. Everything has a power dynamic. The sooner in life you learn that everything has a power dynamic and you just need to decide which power dynamics are beneficial to you, the better. Because every single relationship has a power dynamic, all of them. That might be like a very pessimistic view, but I really think it's the truth. And fucking obviously Cody Brown as a teenage boy is like, yeah, let's be polygamous. Like it's crazy how polygamy has been able to go on because just statistically speaking, you need more women than men. So like, but all the recruitment, only men would be into that. You know what I mean? Like polygamy, when you pitch it to a woman, I'm just not really getting it. So I don't know how they've been able to keep these numbers up. Actually, I do know. A lot of polygamist communities, if you're a girl, you're like never allowed to leave no matter what you do. Like they might punish you and beat the shit out of you, but like you're not fucking leaving. And if you're a boy and you make like one mistake and you're a teenage boy or like a little bit older, they're like, hit the road, brother, you're banished. So that's how they're able to like keep their numbers. You know what I mean? Isn't that crazy? Mainstream Mormonism only stepped away from public polygamy recently. Exactly. And you know they're still doing that shit in private. Actually, I don't know that. I'm not a part of that faith. So, Cody married Mary on April 21st, 1990. Mary was 19 years old and Cody was 22 years old. Can I just say, him kneeling in this picture in the suit, he really reminds me of that picture of Winston Churchill where he looks super sassy. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Where he's like sitting on the bench and he's like, is that Winston Churchill? No, that's not Winston Churchill. Harry Truman. Harry Truman. Is that who that is? Do you know what I'm talking about, though? I remember Married Mary. Okay, wait. Eisenhower. I need to find the meme. I can't remember, like y'all know what I'm talking about. Eisenhower meme. I don't know any of the presidents. Like, that's terrible because, like, I literally was a U.S. history teacher and I don't know the presidents. But, like, the presidents change all the time. It's literally barely even important. This is the meme I'm talking about. Eisenhower looking fabulous. This is how he looks. Do you guys see what I mean? Someone tell me you see what I mean. Like, y'all get it. I hope y'all get it. But anyway, they get married. This picture is weird as shit. Why are they both wearing white? That's a big question. Because Cody's a fucking attention whore. Like, Cody is an attention whore at the end of the day. So let's talk about Mary's origin story. She was raised in a polygamous family growing up throughout the 70s and 80s in Utah. She became friends with Cody's sister, who introduced them in October 89. Just 2 months later, Cody proposed to Mary, and they wed in April 1990, like we said. So again, like, these bitches be getting married quick as shit. That's one thing about, like, super religious people, is they get married with the quickness, which is crazy because they're, like, not allowed to get divorced. Because, like, well, clearly. But I don't know, that just seems like a lot to like marry someone and it'd be such an intense thing. You only know them for 2 months. Like, do you know the amount of times that I've known someone for 2 months and then later been like, oh, they're a completely different person than I originally thought? Like, denial is a river in Egypt. Your husband is gay. I don't know if he's gay. I don't know. I don't see that. I don't see that, but I don't. Okay, so like, I don't see that. but I don't not see it. You know what I mean? Like, if it came out that that was the case, I would be like, interesting. I believe it. Like, I believe it, but I did not see that coming. That's kind of where I'm at with that. Okay, so anyway, Mary was raised in a plural family. She was open to living the lifestyle in her own marriage with Cody. So we didn't really have to convince her because she just kind of knew that that was life was going to be. She said when we were talking about marriage and stuff, at that point, Cody and I both knew that eventually we would take another wife or wives into the family. So I imagine you've been dating a guy for like a month and a half, and y'all are talking about getting polygamist married. Y'all are talking about getting polygamist married, getting married as polygamist with multiple people. What are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? What do you mean? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Imagine you've been dating someone for 4 weeks. 4 weeks. So if we got married, would you be open to having more than one wife join the family? Like, what? Whoa. 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 Let's tone it down. You're here. I want you here. It's normal because you know that everyone is the love of your life when you first meet, but religious people are convinced it's God, will, and their soulmate. Polygamist married. Don't act like you didn't know what I fucking meant. So, this is an excerpt from their terrible book. When Cody and I entered into our first courtship with a young woman we'd been introduced to at a church gathering, I was excited. She and I became close friends right away. This was unusual for me, and I immediately took it as a sign that Cody and I were destined to marry her. So one thing about Mary is this bitch has low fucking self-esteem. And if she gets along with someone, she's like, this is God. When in reality, you can just get along with people. Like, you can just meet someone and get along with them and, like, just be their friend. And that doesn't mean that you have to marry them as a part of your... Like, that doesn't mean your husband has to marry them. You can just have a friend, you know? It's like that God doesn't have anything to do with this. This girl and I loved hanging out together and spent lots of time on our own without Cody. As I saw it, we were on our way to achieving the sister-wife ideal I'd always imagined. Even though I'd cut myself off from a lot of my friends, Mary and I still talked on the phone from time to time. I resisted these phone calls because I didn't want to hear about the courtship. Wait, who's this from? Oh, this is from Christine. So that's what Mary has to say about this. This is what Christine has to say about this time. She said, it had been prolonged because Cody and Mary wanted to wait for the girl they were courting to turn 18 before making their engagement official. Ew. Ew. Sirens, police, get him, get him. Shout out to Christine. When Christine wrote this, she was still married to Cody and they were like in their thriving era. Well, they were never in their thriving era, but you know what I mean? Like, shout out to Christine for bringing that up. I wonder if she knew, like, this might be tea later. This might be tea. So let me put it in here right now. But that is so nasty. And I want to know where this girl is. She should host the tell-all. I don't even know her, and I think she should host the tell-all. So, even though I wanted nothing to do with it, I heard when they got engaged, and I knew when they set a date for the wedding. She's referring to the time that she knew Mary and Cody and was in the same community, and she had a crush, but she was not courting. So, basically, they were courting this girl. Everybody knew it. They were going to get engaged. What the fuck ever. She wasn't even 18 yet. This is, like, so... Like, this is wild. Me seeing Cody and Mary got married after 2 months and then adding another personality into the picture after less than 3 years. Mary was like, girl, what if we became Eskimo sisters? Mary, I feel like Mary said that multiple times. Whoop, whoop, it's the sound of the police. So Janelle then enters the chat. Janelle Shriver was born May 6th, 1969 to Robert Shriver and Cheryl Usher. She has at least one sister. Her father died in 1972 when she was only 3 years old. At some point while she was still a child, her mother married Merlin Fryer. Janelle married Adam Barber, who was Mary Brown's brother. Yes, you heard that correctly. Janelle was married to Mary's brother. Janelle was Mary's sister-in-law. This community has 12 people in it. I'm convinced this community has 12 people in it. So, Um, they ended up getting divorced for unknown reasons. Janelle, in multiple interviews, has said that she was young, they got married too quickly, and it wasn't a match. Janelle was born into a long line of Mormons who do not practice polygamy. She has stated that she had never heard of it until she met Mary and Cody. So Janelle is married to this guy, and she's like, "Oh, my fucking um husband's sister is like married to this polygamous guy, but they're not polygamous yet, I guess." Did anyone else freeze up? Oh no. Can we hear and see? It's giving Alabama. It really is giving Alabama. So, Janelle was introduced to Cody Brown by her first husband's sister, Mary, and their friendship grew to a place where it was equal to Janelle's friendship with Mary. They were spiritually married on June 20th, 1993. Janelle was 23. So, when did they get married? When did Mary and Cody get married? Oh, wait, I lost it. So, yeah, Mary and Cody get married in 1990, and then Janelle marries Cody 3 years later. And again, they fucking met because she was married to Mary's brother, which is weird as shit. This is when he wed his second wife, Janelle Brown. Their wedding looks to be a lot more lower key. Okay, so spiritually married means that they had a wedding, and like in their religion, they're married, but like there's no legal marriage. Like the government doesn't recognize it. Like that nobody is like there's no legal marriage in any way, shape, or form. So, side note about his marriage to Janelle, they are step siblings. Not only was she married to Mary's brother, but after Janelle divorced Mary's brother and married Cody, Janelle's mother Cheryl became interested in the polygamous faith and married Cody's dad. Be so serious. Be so fucking serious. How does health insurance work? So, a lot of times because the dad is not married to the mom, the dad won't sign the birth certificate. So legally speaking, she's a single mother. So a lot of times they can get kids on government assistance health insurance, which is a lot of times how they go after these people from a legal perspective for polygamy. So I just think all children should have health insurance, so I don't give a shit that they're on government health insurance. It's not about the money. I really don't give a shit. But I just think it's terrible that like these men aren't signing their kids' birth certificates or like provide, icky that the moms are in that situation. God, please expand your social circle. This is the equivalent of, so the high school I went to, everyone fucking marries each other. And I know everyone's high school is like that, but it just feels really jarring when it happens to me. Everyone marries each other, and even people that weren't dating in high school end up marrying each other. It's very weird. But anyway, Janelle's mom, Cheryl, was one of the only people in Janelle's family who supported Janelle's decision to join a polygamous lifestyle and marry her sister-in-law's husband. For me, I would be like if I was in Janelle's family, I would be like, be polygamous. Like, I don't give a fuck. Be polygamous. Like, have multiple husbands, have sister wives. I don't give a fuck what you do. But how the fuck are you going to marry into this marriage with your ex-husband's sister? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And she became so attached to Cody's family that she decided to convert and join it. In fact, Cheryl married Cody's dad 3 months before Janelle and Cody had their own ceremony. So I guess they met through the courtship, and then the mom like jumped the gun and was like, I'm gonna get married first because I'm not gonna be the weird one. Like the mom was totally like, I have to get married first because then she's weird for marrying her stepbrother. If I get married first, she's the weird one. Hashtag life hack. I think that was Cheryl's strategy. Icky. I have the ick. I'm scared. Me seeing that Janelle and Cody are step-siblings. It's just, I never get used to it. I'll never accept it. I'll never be used to it. I'll never be okay with it. 1 year later, Christine enters the marriage. Christine and Cody had been friends for about 3.5 years before deciding to court and then spiritually marry. Cody said it was a fast courtship as long courtships are hard on the other wives, and Cody was already having problems with Mary and Janelle when he was courting Christine. And literally, this is what they've said. They've been like, oh, in the polygamist faith, they say if your two wives are fighting, bring in a third one. Like, that would fucking, like, Yeah, that'll help. Yeah, another person will definitely help. So, Christine Ruth Allred was born April 18th, 72 to Rex and Luthann. Christine's parents were practicing polygamist at the time of her birth, but it is unknown how many other wives her father had or how many siblings she had. Her grandfather, Rulon Allred, was the founder of the Apostolic United Brethren, and she was raised in a wealthy family and speaks well of her childhood as an adult. She was like polygamy royalty. Like her family was the it girl of polygamy. She graduated Taylorsville High School in 1990. Her mother left polygamy shortly after Christine graduated high school, but has not publicly been against Christine's marriage. So her family's polygamous, but her mom isn't, and her mom is like, you can keep doing that. I don't give a shit. But now I'm sure her and her mom talk about it a lot. I bet her and her mom, I want to go get a margarita and chips and salsa with Christine and her mom and have them literally just tell me, what do you think about polygamy? Like, tell me everything. Because you know they haven't said everything on TV. So Christine and Cody met in 1990 when he was chaperoning a youth wilderness trek. Yeah, looking for another fucking wife. Because remember the OG girl that he was dating when she was under 18? Yeah, he's going to the youth wilderness trek to fucking recruit. He's recruiting right now. So, at which time she began getting to know him and his wife Mary. After a few years of forming a friendship, she decided she wanted to pursue a relationship. I talked to my dad first. He had wanted me to marry Cody for years, so he heartily agreed, she said at the beginning of their relationship. Cody officially asked me out on Valentine's Day of 94. That weekend he came to town with Janelle and we went out on our first date and he proposed. Like, we went out on our first date and he proposed. That's a lot. Like, let's unpack that because I'm not okay. I'm not okay with that. I'm really not. So the nacho incident. Cody admitted on TV that he slowed down the courtship because on a church road trip, Christine ate nachos. He said, when we set out on our road trip, I was convinced Christine was the cutest girl in the world, although she was a little chubby, asshole. Back then, I was young and superficial enough to care about physical appearances. After we'd been on the road all night, we stopped at a gas station. I'd been drinking soda pop. I hate men when they soda pop. Shut the fuck up. I'd been drinking soda pop to stay awake, and my stomach felt sour and upset. Just thinking about food made me queasy. Christine went in the Quickie Mart and bought herself what seemed like the largest portion of chili cheese nachos that I've ever seen. I'm sorry, I'm laughing because chili cheese nachos would fucking hit right now. The sight of those nachos turned my stomach. I couldn't watch her eat them. She must have been starving because she was eating so quickly. There was chili sauce and nacho cheese everywhere. Still liked her. In fact, I liked her very much, but the nacho experience cooled my attraction a little. Well, a lot. Like, to have the fucking audacity to say this about your wife on national television, like, this is wild. So, we're gonna watch it, obviously. Sorry, it's tiny. Also, for those of you that are watching the YouTube, sorry, this is probably going to get cut out.
Christine may have been the wife that saved the bacon, but watching her eat a plate of nachos nearly doused Cody's growing affection for her. Cody, there was a chili nacho cheese incident that nearly derailed this courtship.
I know, he was so silly.
Did you even realize
that any relationship, please? Me wolfing down nachos, come on.
Cody wrote, Christine was the cutest girl in the world, although she was a little chubby.
I was pretty chubby.
But does size matter to you, Cody? I mean, were you grossed out by, you said she was chubby and she was eating the nacho cheese?
I will be honest, I was not attracted to Christine in any kind of physical sense. I look back in retrospect and I wonder, was that fair? But I can't even look there because we have children together, we have a life together, we have a relationship, and we found our sweet spot.
So you were not physically attracted to Christine?
That's an understatement.
You were grossed out by her?
I won't say that, but the nachos grossed me out enough to make me go, okay, I'm waiting.
How does it feel to hear her? That's horrible.
Do you kind of feel like you look back now and sort of like the puzzle pieces are kind of fitting together now?
Yeah, and actually that was an empowering moment. As hard as it was.
Good for you.
Well, it was kind of hard at first when I said, wasn't really attracted to him. I kind of look back and I'm like, I can see where you worked here and here and here and here and here and here. Well, you know what? If this has been happening for this long, then I'm done. It's over. I'm not going to keep pretending, and I'm not going to keep doing this. If you really haven't been attracted to me, and if you really didn't really want a relationship with me, and you didn't really want to spend time with me, it was almost like this burden. You got lifted, and I was like, all right, then it's time to move on.
And then as a
Good for Christine, man, because if I was Christine and my fucking husband said that about me, oh, it would turn into a Real Housewives reunion. I would get up, I would get in his face and be like, how fucking dare you speak about me like that on national television? I had your children, you piece of shit. Like, TLC would have to ban me for life. Like, I would never be allowed on another TLC set ever again if that was me. I'd be chewing him out then and there. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. You gotta nip that shit right when it happens. So Christine was 21 and Cody was 25. They get spiritually married, whatever. March 25th, 1994. I have to know if that's the same tux he wore for Mary's wedding. I really do need to know that. Christine always wanted to be the third wife. She's spoken about wanting to be the third wife, saying, so I only ever wanted to be the third. I never wanted to be first at all. And then I don't want to be second because I felt like I just don't want to be... And then I didn't want to be second because I felt like I just didn't want to be married to a guy by myself. Then they were a wedge in the relationship and I didn't want to be the wedge. I only ever wanted to be a third because it sounded the easiest. Cody in older seasons commended Christine for helping to smooth things over between Janelle and Mary. This photo is so disturbing to me. I just really needed you all to see this because I've seen it. I needed you to see it, unfortunately, is the case. Me seeing that Cody Brown managed to attain 3 wives before anyone's frontal lobes were finished developing, that is really fucking crazy to think about. Like, it's crazy to think about these 4 adults were married before anyone's brain was done growing. Like, before anyone had the part of their brain that's capable of long-term decision-making and, like, previous reflection in really that kind of special way, they're all married. That's bananas. That is absolutely bananas. Oh, and thank you, Tyler and Faith, for the Venmo gifts. Appreciate. Literally imagine him convincing a 40-year-old to marry him now. They would get a restraining order if they have any brain cells. For a while, they lived in a 3-bedroom trailer. I would kill myself. Like, I don't even have to pretend that that's not true. I really, really would. And apparently that caused a lot of conflict because Mary was super controlling about kitchen stuff. She wanted things done a certain way. That was like, it was her way or the highway, and everyone else really did not like that. But I guess Christine kind of helped because she would go to Janelle and she'd be like, this bitch is fucking crazy. It's not that serious. Like, just put the cups how she wants them. Who gives a shit? And then Mary would be like, it's so great that Christine convinced Janelle to not do the cups like a stupid idiot. I feel like Mary has the same vibes as Angela from The Office. Just like, we'll say the most fucking ruthless thing to you like it's nothing. You know? In a trailer, how did they not hear each other? Oh, they did. I'm very confident they heard each other. That's why they hate each other. If you hear your husband fuck somebody else, you can never, like, be chill with that bitch again. Like, that, there would, like, you just can't. Oh, you fucked my husband. Let's just go get our nails done now. Like, be serious. That's not how human relationships work. And most of the wives either had plural family childhoods or other trauma before meeting Cody, which, you know, I saw a TikTok the other day that said, you don't have a type, you have a pattern. And I'm sure that that made a lot of people feel a type of way. Unfortunately, every man I've ever dated has looked very different and been extremely different in terrible ways. So my pattern is a little all over the map, but it appears that the Brown family, except for my boyfriend now, he's perfect and amazing, thanks. Because other day, people were being some fucking haters in my comment section. But anyway, I digress. Back to Cody Brown. Everyone else, they had a pattern of not being, like, validated and valued in their personal relationships and in their family relationships. So then when they met Cody Brown, they were like, oh, this feels nice and comfy and usual and like I've experienced before. Also, for those of you that are on TikTok, you have to come to Twitch if you want to see, like, the videos and the photos and all of that stuff. And the chat is, like, a lot more live over there. And I am talking about Sister Wives. I've been talking about Sister Wives the whole time for 34 minutes. So the first kid, Logan, was born in 1994, and then they just kept them coming. They had a shit ton of kids. So here again is their children order. Janelle had the first son, which was Logan. Christine had Aspen, and then Mary had Leon. Leon is a trans man who is formally known as Mariah. So some of the clips you'll see, they're saying Mariah. Leon is a man and identifies as a man. So we're going to use Leon. But obviously, if it's a clip from when they identified differently, that's not going to be reflected there. But just to give you context, if you get confused between who are these people. And then you can see all their other kids. I'm not going to go through all of them, but they have, Christine has 6 kids. Janelle has 6 kids. And then Robin has some fucking kids. And then Mary has 1 child. And then there is Cody right there. And for context on Robin's kids, we'll talk about this, but Solomon and Ariella are Cody's children. The other 3 are not. Well, legally they are, but. So shit has been always a little bit fucked up. Somewhere around 2001, Janelle was struggling and ended up taking her children and moving in with her mother. After 2 or 3 years, she decided to move back in with the Browns. And Christine later revealed that her daughter Aspen used to put her younger siblings to bed at night when she was 10 years old because Christine worked the night shift and Cody had other responsibilities. They've also had financial issues over the year and struggled to find an amicable housing situation for the entire family. So it's been really rough. And again, there's no shame in using social services. I am glad that these children were able to eat and get services that they needed. I think everyone deserves to be fed and taken care of. But when your whole brand is, oh, I'm such a provider, I'm this amazing polygamist husband who takes care of all my wives, I think it's really fucked up to not be transparent about that when you've had this assistance, because this lifestyle is really just not sustainable. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to say that. Oh my God, when people do little hearts on TikTok, hi. So the Browns have been stuck in financial crisis for many years. They've used food stamps, government aid, and they've also filed bankruptcies to survive. They're also currently having financial woes over their land. Cody's second wife, Janelle, declared bankruptcy in 1997. Cody and Mary, they were legally married when this happened, declared bankruptcy in June of 2005. And such an action freed up the couple from $85,000 of debt, aside from just under $2,000 in medical bills. And all of this debt stemmed from credit card charges. So they have had financial issues in the past. Christine filed for bankruptcy in 2010, leading to debt forgiveness of around $25,000. And an old episode, Cody noted that one of the kids he shares with Christine had an emergency appendectomy years ago, and it was a challenge because they did not have health insurance. That's the other thing. A lot of times these people just don't have health insurance. A lot of people in America don't have health insurance. It's really not good. Where was I? This $2,000 medical bill was listed on Christine's bankruptcy papers, while the remainder of her aforementioned money owed was credit card debt. And if someone has credit card debt in this amount, what that tells me is they're probably using a credit card to buy necessities for their children, things like groceries and stuff like that. If I just had to guess, that's probably what they were doing. I don't think that they went into credit card debt over the Shein website, you know what I mean? And Janelle and Mary have all lived off food stamps for many, many years. And again, they do have a lot of children, and their assets are not always combined because they're married. So they've said, they've kind of been vague about it. They say they have family accounts and family pools of money, but then they also have individual stuff. But from a legal perspective of bankruptcy, if you're married, you file together. But if you're not legally married, you file your taxes independently, so you don't have to file bankruptcy as a couple. I want to hear more from someone who is no longer in a poly relationship thinks about them. I would like to hear that as well. It's me seeing Cody's long-term obsession with attaining more wives and children, despite the fact that he was unable to care for the ones that he already had. This is what I find really irresponsible. Again, I'm glad these people had the social services and were able to feed their children, and all of that is valid and good. But I just think it's really fucked up. Again, if you're not able to provide for your kids, why would you still be choosing to have more children and take on more wives? And, it's just, to me, it's a weird form of gluttony. And I think it's very, very ego driven, as opposed to focusing on creating the best life you can for the children you have. I just think it's very odd. He wanted to be a cult leader, but he wasn't very good at it. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's you're just trying to get numbers. You don't care about providing a life for these kids. You just care about numbers and having a lot of kids. The Brown family getting through life in the 90s and 2000s was not a good time for them. So then Sister Wives airs September 26th in 2010. So that's crazy that we've had 13 years of Sister Wives. And the show starts in Lehi, Utah. This was their house in Lehi. And when they came on the show, they weren't like, oh, we're poor. Like they were trying to be like very middle class, even though they had these financial woes. I think TLC knew that it wouldn't look good to have like poor polygamists on TV. They were like, we got to look like y'all have your shit together. So act like it. So this is their house right here. You can see Janelle, Mary, and Christine. They all kind of have their section of the house. So Sister Wives season 1, we're not going to do every season because that would be too much, but I want to give a recap of season 1. I've passed that house so many times. Finally completing the TikTok to YouTube to Twitch pipeline. Your first Sister Wives video was the first one I watched. Oh my God. Very full circle. In 2010, at the same time that they began filming Sister Wives, this is when Cody started courting Robin. Some have suggested that Cody decided to bring on another wife as long as it would make the Brown family stand out from other polygamous families that TLC was considering following. And it had been 16 years since he brought on Christine. So Cody had concerns about Robin since she was divorced and had 3 kids. Robin and Cody met at a social event. You literally could not fucking be more vague. I'm pretty sure it was a dinner party. Mary recalled their meet cute on an episode of Sister Wives, saying, Cody and I were out one night and we went over to a friend's house and Robin happened to be his friend's cousin. That's where we first met Robin. So Robin enters the fucking chat. So not a ton is known about Robin's early life other than she was raised a polygamist. I don't know. I guess there's no public records about her. Maybe she never graduated high school or something. But Robin married this guy, David Jessup, June 1999, and their son, Dayton, was born in 2000, and they had 2 more children, their daughter, Aurora, and like, the way that Robin says Aurora is so funny because Aurora is like not a terrible name. Like Aurora's a pretty name, but the way that Robin said it, she goes, Aurora. What about Aurora? Like the way she says her own child's name is so bad. Okay, and then they also have Brianna. So David filed for divorce in 2007. Robin has since claimed that the decision was hers and that she ended her marriage because of abuse. Robin accrued a significant amount of debt and poor credit during the time that she was a single mother. On the show, she was talking about how she used to like rip apart logs of wood for the wood burning heater for the house so that her kids would stay like... Robin went through some shit, I guess. I don't fucking know. She sounds like a husky. That is the perfect way to describe it. She does sound like a husky when she says Aurora. So, speaking of Robin's ex-husband, more examples of this fucking family tree being a wreath, as someone said. The name Jessup is a well-known name in the polygamous community. Merrill Jessup was the head of the FLDS Church from 2007 to 2011. And the lineage of the Browns leads back to the Jessups. According to the Screen Rant, Robin's ex-husband is Christine's first cousin and Cody's third cousin. And oh yeah, Cody and Christine are like distant cousins as well. Because of fucking course they are. Of fucking course they are. With the help of Ancestry.com, Radar Online found that husband and wife, Christine and Cody, are distant cousins. Like I said, according to the report, Christine's great-great-grandfather, Byron Allred, was brother to Nelson Allred, Cody's great-great-grandfather. While it's very distant relation, it still feels strange that they share ancestors. William Moore Allred and Orissa Angela Bates, which means that Cody and Christine are fourth cousins. So this is big love. Not the family tree being a wreath. It really is. Really, really is. Just joined 90 slides. Hell yeah. Don't tell my boyfriend. He always asks how many slides we have, and this week he didn't. I think he was afraid to know because he knew we were doing Sister Wives. How the hell are any of those children healthy? I mean, I don't think they are. So the family once belonged to the FLDS church sect called the AUB, the Apostolic, I can't say that word, United Brethren. When this section of the church was founded, it was a tight-knit group, so it was not uncommon for members to share the same ancestor. Like, I get in their community this is normal, but I don't give a shit. This is America, and that shit's not fucking normal. I'll say that shit. I don't care. It is not normal for your community to be so tight-knit that everyone marries people they're related to. That's not normal. I don't care if it's the norm for your community. I'm stepping in. I'm stepping in and I'm speaking up because that's not normal. Oh, it's really just not. Does your boyfriend know you're a rock star? Obviously. That's why our house has to be big, so that I have my rock star room. Utah, but Macon, Alabama. Oh my god. Okay.
Oh, I got a bomb. Yeah, I got a bomb I'm dropping.
So this is early on when he is courting Robin. This is just like one of the first of many red flags.
Today. Yeah, you'll love this one.
Sit down.
I picked the dress.
Did you really?
I picked the dress. We went to Lisa's bridal, and Robin and I went and we looked at dresses, and she picked one out, and I was like, holy cow, it's like I'd seen it in my dreams, you know?
Thanks. That's just nice to you.
I think it's important. I don't think that it's fair that I not be involved in it.
When is the groom ever involved with the wedding dress? Like you cared what I wore at all on our wedding. I mean, that wasn't even, you didn't even care. It's just not cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't really emotionally involved with any of the dresses. But yeah, I felt like I felt betrayed because it was like Robin was all very quiet about what her dress looked like. And then all of a sudden it was like this thing that we had all done together, like the women. And then here's Cody saying, oh, well, it wasn't really for real. And it's going to be so exciting.
It wasn't funny. You were like an idiot. Sorry.
It wasn't funny to me either. It was actually something that I had to ask him, not to share with anybody. For the sake of sort of protecting both experiences, I didn't feel it was necessary for you guys to know that,
I actually just...
What an asshole. What an asshole. The flag is on fire. That explains why Christine's dress looked so bad. No, so apparently Christine hated her dress. Like, someone had made it for her, and she had never... Are there kids in the background? Yeah, this is someone's TikTok where they had shit in the background. And also, we'll make the copyright thing not ding me. So sorry how horrifying that audio was, but hope the subtitles helped. But anyway, Christine said that someone made her dress, and she never got to try it on before or do any alterations. And when she put it on, she was like, wow, this does not look good. But it was too late. She didn't have any other options. So this is why they're perfect for each other. Yeah, so apparently what happened is the ladies all went dress shopping and helped Robin pick her dress, but apparently Cody actually fucking picked it. Lame. So they met 2009 and they got spiritually married May 22nd, 2010. Their wedding pictures are so fucking awkward. And also there are multiple interviews where Robin is like, on our wedding day, I didn't have any solo pictures with Cody because I wanted the day to be about the family, not him and I. And there's literally so many pictures of just the two of them. Like this one. That's incredibly awkward. So.
Cody and Robin, they got engaged and everything. And I thought, oh, that's nice. They're engaged now, so now it's more official. Like a month later, I found out that Cody's still the engagement with a kiss. And I freaked. We didn't kiss until over the altar because I didn't feel right about kissing a married man. And so to me, the fact that he had kissed Robin was devastating. When Cody asked me to marry, and I said yes, he kissed me, and I was like, all right, well, it's done.
So that's super fucking lame. They took photos like they got married 30 years before they did. So he kissed Robin before they got married, but he didn't do that with anybody else. So incorporating Robin was a major storyline of the new episodes of Sister Wives when it came out, like when Christine was upset that Cody had kissed Robin ahead of their marriage, and Cody left Christine while she was in labor with Truly to check on Robin and kissed her then too. So that fucking sucks. In the family memoir, Mary, Janelle, and Christine described their weddings to Cody as humble, then adding his third wife. When adding his third wife, Cody didn't even have time to plan the wedding and had difficulty taking time off work to attend it. He even admitted to being ill-prepared and distant, yet Robin had a huge, expensive wedding. Then they went to San Diego for their honeymoon for 11 days. They went on an 11-day honeymoon. All of the other wives got low-budget road trips as their honeymoon. Like, literally after the wedding, Cody would just get in the car and be like, so where do you want to go? Where do you want to go on our honeymoon? And they would go camping and shit. 11 days is a long honeymoon, even if you don't have kids at home. Like, if someone went on a honeymoon for 11 days, I'd be like, damn, good for y'all. That's a long honeymoon. Like, that's a long vacation. 7 whole days. But, like, y'all have multiple children. So what do you mean an 11-day honeymoon? So here are more of their wedding pics. I didn't take any pictures with him on the wedding day. Bitch, I have receipts. Here's more wedding pics, all their kids. Again, he wants to be a cult leader. He's just doing a bad job of it. For those of you on TikTok, to see the pictures, you have to come to Twitch. It's the first link in my page. It's free to watch. Love you. Thanks. Here's some more wedding day pics. Love that. Here's the ladies. Here's my favorite picture ever. I'm going to make this my phone wallpaper. Here is their cake. Wanted you to see that, obviously. Me seeing that Robin had the nicest wedding. Yeah, and I also think that TLC probably paid for it. That was probably also a major factor in this decision making. So, as depicted in the Sister Wives memoir, Cody never planned a honeymoon for his wives before Robin. Our honeymoon was a typical Cody Brown style trip. Everything was spontaneous and unplanned, Mary said of her and Cody's honeymoon in Wyoming. I hate when people are like, when people will defend men and be like, he's so spontaneous. No, he didn't make a plan. He didn't make a plan. He just didn't make a plan. And that's not, like, it's your honeymoon. Like, maybe you should have planned something. Mary said her and Cody's honeymoon, where they spent no more than a few days. We had no plan. We just drove and drove, staying wherever we felt like stopping. Cody said of his honeymoon with his second wife, Janelle. So literally his honeymoon is like, let's just get in the car and drive around. By the time he married Christine, he'd stopped trying to plan honeymoons at all. I was even more devastated when I learned that he hadn't planned a honeymoon. I was hoping we'd finally have a romantic getaway, something special that told me how thrilled he was to have me and his family, Christine wrote in her memoir. Our honeymoon was nothing more than a drive through the sticks of Montana from Utah. That's disgusting. Like, immediately no. He's just so good vibes only. Mods, please. Sorry, it's the robot mod, not me. Ugh. Okay, so then they move to Vegas shortly after the show starts filming. In 2011, they left Lehi, Utah. That was the house with the little apartments inside, and Robin had a rental a few miles away. And they moved to Vegas. I keep burping because of the Dr. Pepper. They said it was because the government of Utah was coming after them for being polygamous, but I have seen very mixed evidence on that one. So they moved into rental houses and lived with about 2 miles away from each other for 2 years while they worked on building homes near each other. And then Robin's favoritism was jumping in again. Her house got built first. This is also around the time that Robin had her first child with Cody, Solomon. Cody. Oopsies. So the family built these houses in Las Vegas. They lived there from 2013 to 2018. I have heard from more than one source that they had to sell them because they couldn't afford their mortgages anymore, because it was, I'm not a financial person, but there's different types of mortgages, and some of them you sign it and it's like, great, that's how much you pay per month. It's going to be like that forever. And then some mortgages are like, all right, you're only going to pay a little bit per month, but then in 10 years, you're going to pay a fucking lot of money per month. So apparently they had that kind, and they were about to hit the time where they were going to have to pay a lot of money, so they had to sell the houses because they couldn't afford it. There's so many polygamists in Utah, it has to be tax evasion or something. Well, what they were saying is because they were on TV, Utah had like served them papers or something, but it's not like the police were chasing them, which is how they made it out to be on the show. They were like, we have to leave tonight. And then there was like a siren down the street for someone's lost dog or something. And they were like, they're on their way. Like, it was so dramatic for literally no reason. And the government of Utah was like, we were never coming to arrest you, but cool. Cool. So one of many Cody Brown icks for me is Cody running from house to house. So here is that.
You know, we got 100 yards nearly between from going house to house, so I'm crisscrossing all the time. I can get from one house to the other very quickly without breaking a sweat. That sprint is really developing my gluteus maximus. Do you want to see? No.
Like, I'm disgusted. I'm literally disgusted. So there were already problems in Vegas as well. Christine said that Cody was catering to Robin's needs and Robin's kids. She said, I don't think he's being very equal with his time. And she said, I want to put the blame on Cody, not Robin. Robin's wonderful. And Robin saying that's always fun after calling specific teenagers out for coming to her house and eating her food. And then apparently in later seasons, She had a sign on her fridge that said, like, don't take any food unless you ask Robin or Mindy, and Mindy is like her nanny or whatever. And literally she's like shading the kids for coming to her house and eating all her food. But that's like the whole point of Sister Wives, is that you take care of each other's kids, but whatever. So seasons 6 through 7, Christine and Cody got in a big fight about him prioritizing Robin, and she even made a comment about grocery money not being distributed equally. So like, not only is Robin getting more time, I think she was also getting more grocery money. Teacher plays. Where's the sound? What the heck? Why isn't the sound working? That sucks. I don't know what's wrong with it. It's really odd. Does it have subtitles? I don't think so. That sucks, but it's basically what I was just saying, where she was talking about how Cody's not being very equal with his time or his money and all that stuff. And then Cody almost let Truly die at age 3 in 2013. Truly fell ill while all wives were away on a trip without Cody. While they were gone, Cody was responsible for taking care of the kids, but it soon became obvious that Aspen and the older kids were doing most of the parenting, especially when it came to Truly's health. By the time the wives came home, they went on the trip to find dresses for some event, someone's wedding, I think, but they didn't get dresses. They couldn't find any they liked. Christine found Truly in even worse condition. At the point where Truly had been sick for 5 days, Christine decided to take Truly to the doctor, and Truly had remained listless and gone cross-eyed that morning. Christine received the dire news at the doctor's office that the pediatrician was extremely worried and that they needed to take her to the hospital immediately. They had a lot of things that they thought was going on with her, but once she was admitted to the hospital, Christine was worried that Truly may not recover from her condition because she was in kidney failure, because she was so dehydrated. So while she was in Cody's care, while she was sick, she became so dehydrated that she went into kidney failure and had to stay in the hospital. That's what happens when you leave teenagers in charge of small, sick children, because teenagers are not equipped to handle small, sick children. Like, that's a very difficult job that you really need to be good about monitoring them. They're very fragile. So yeah, horrible. Cody later explained that Truly's kidneys had shut down because she had gotten sick with the flu and didn't drink enough water. Cody had been the adult in charge during this time, and she was in desperate need of staying hydrated. Like, when a little kid gets really sick with the flu, you're supposed to, like, give them specific stuff to keep them hydrated, and you probably should have taken her to the hospital, like, a lot earlier. You know? Me seeing that Cody ignored his sick child and put her at risk, literally horrifying. Horrifying. And kidney failure, that is so scary. So then Robin enters her legal wife era. Robin wanted Cody to be able to adopt her kids so that if she died or something, her ex-husband wouldn't get custody of them. So Cody legally divorced Mary in 2014, but they stayed spiritually married so that he could legally marry Robin so that he could adopt her kids from her previous marriage. At the time, Cody insisted that his divorce from Mary was only so they could legally restructure the family, and he assured the Brown family that his and Mary's union would remain unchanged. Janelle actually warned that she thought this might make people feel like Robin is the favorite, and Cody harshly denied this and said that the legal wife does not matter. I think I have a video of this.
You guys need to know that that's what this is about.
I couldn't get rid of the song, I'm sorry. It's someone's TikTok.
It's about the kids. It's absolutely kids. That's weird. Okay, sorry. Could you have waited till the first of the year? The taxes are now that. So, I'm not going to comment on it. That's all I'm going to say. It's about the taxes.
So I don't know if you could hear it, but the producer said, "How do you feel about it, Janelle?" And she said, "I'm not going to comment on it other than the taxes," because she just said, like, oh, you couldn't have waited until the first of the year. The taxes are going to be a mess. Because Janelle does all the fucking work for the family.
I was just done in Vegas. I remember asking her, I'm like, I need to leave. I need to leave. I don't want to be married to Cody anymore. I can't. And she looked at me, she goes, until you can support yourself financially by yourself, you are not going to leave. I'm
worried that somehow this will mean that you somehow start favoring Robin, or that the balance of...
But I'm going to ride off with her into the sunset. As long as Mary never behaves any differently, and as long as Robin never behaves any differently, nothing will change.
As long as you don't behave any differently.
I won't behave any differently.
I actually don't regret the song. I think that the song kind of made it. But yeah, she was like, you're not going to favor them. And he was like, as long as no one behaves any differently or has any emotions at all, nothing will change. Ugh, y'all business people can start a polygamy financial advisory group. That is probably a really untouched financial advisor market. Oh, and it would kind of be a slay because you'd have so many accounts. Where's my boyfriend? I need to tell you something. This is right around the time I stopped watching. Well, buckle in because it gets weirder. In order to legally adopt, doesn't the real dad have to give up his rights? Yes, he does have to give up his rights. The other dad did give up his rights so that Cody could legally adopt the kids, which I don't even fucking know. So then Mary enters her catfish era in Vegas. This is truly, to me, the best part of Sister Wives. Like, Mary's catfish era is really, like, it's art. It is art.
I got into this place where I was talking to different people on social media and, you know, and kind of, you know, making friends. And I got into this situation talking to one person who really made me trust him. He was just saying all the right things, being very kind and very compassionate and understanding, and I trusted him. We kind of just started talking online, and I laughed.
It's because her husband's ignoring her. That's what leaves you vulnerable to catfishing. Terrible. So I meant that half shady, half sincerely. And someone said, I heard part of the reason he did the legal adoption was so the kids would be tied to him in the celestial kingdom. I absolutely believe that. The celestial kingdom is like Mormon polygamist heaven, where you go after you die and everyone's together and it's great and whatever. So Jackie Overton on the left and the fictional Sam Cooper on the right. So this is the fake catfish. This is actually who's behind that account. So this is who Mary thinks is talking to her. It's actually this person. So Mary and Sam flirted on Twitter publicly first, then privately. They spoke on the phone and texted. Some say that what they shared could not be classified as an affair, but Mary's faith declares a spiritual marriage just as binding as a legal one, and in the eyes of her religion, it is a no-no to be chatting with another man online, even though it wasn't a man and even though she didn't fuck. Sam swept Mary off her feet, collecting around 200 voicemails with Mary's voice gushing, whining, and flirting up a storm. Mary proclaimed her love to Sam and counseled Sam and giggled with Sam over the phone. The couple shared their hopes, fears, and intimate thoughts. Mary was heard dissing Cody and later planned her escape into her new dreamboat savior's arms. Mary also sent dozens of photos, many naughty in nature. Soapy legs, provocative bananas, dotted denim, and sultry poses were just a few visuals that Sam exposed. So this is a photo of Mary Brown with a banana in her mouth that she sent to her catfish. And it's really unfortunate. I really hate this for her. Also, for those of you on TikTok, if you want to see the pictures, you have to come to Twitch. It's the first link on my page, a Walmart parking lot on Twitch. Mom, pick me up, I'm scared. What in the middle school is happening right now? No, it's really giving Omegle. It's really giving Omegle. It's really, really aggressively giving Omegle. So here are some other pictures. She scratched his name into her leg. This says a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. More bananas, more soap, legs. It's just this is Mormon sexting right here. This is Mormon sexting at its core. I am terrified. It's giving middle school Snapchat, MySpace era. The picture on the bottom right really is giving MySpace. Really, really is giving MySpace. Mary is ride or die. The banana is middle school. 14-year-old edgy Tumblr. The scratching has been stopped. It's giving stopping Justin Bieber to stop smoking. Oh my god. So how did the catfish era end? Mary tried to meet up with Sam at Disney World, and then Jackie showed up and was like, oh, Sam broke his foot, so he can't come, but I'm his assistant, so let's hang out. Which, what the fuck? Why did she believe that? So Mary hung out with this rando at Disney, but it made her figure out that she had been catfished. She said, the catfish was just planting things in my head and telling me how horrible my family was, specifically how horrible Cody was. That was just one of the reasons why I didn't want him around. I was just angry. I was just angry at him. I pushed Cody away. I did. He's not the one I should have pushed away. It was after this point that Cody really started ignoring Mary and basically said, well, you're my wife because I have a duty under God, but our romantic relationship is over, because she told him that she had been catfished, because she had told him to like stop coming over because like she thought her house was bugged and like all this shit. Like Mary was really going insane. This fucking video better work. Aw, they took it off YouTube. Damn it. It was the voicemails. I want to try and find it. You need to hear it. Catfish voicemail. I found it. This is the lady. Here they are again. Let's get to these voicemails. Oh, there. It's going to start in a sec.
And I wasn't comparing you. And anyway, you know what? Guess what? If I were to compare you, you win on all counts. You win on all fucking levels. Now I'm pissed.
Harley Elaine, thanks for subscribing.
You don't think that I think that you beat out?
And yes, this is my laptop fan that sounds like a rocket ship. Thanks for bringing that up. If you would like me to be able to share more clips without my laptop sounding like it's about to launch into outer space, please gift $1 or $2 towards my computer fund so that I can get a desktop computer.
You don't think that I think that you're taller, better looking? Very much better looking, by the way. Kinder, sweeter. You care about me. You want me. You say that you're willing to fight for me. You say all these things about love and affection.
7:58 in the morning is really crazy.
So yeah, if I were to compare you, you win all the time. But that was not a comparison.
No, she said kinder.
I know the pain of that.
Here's another one.
Down the main road. I don't even know if you can get this message. I don't even know where you are. Anyway, just stay on the main road. Just drive. You're going to get to one side of the mountain or the other. And then you can GPS your way to wherever you want to go. Give me a call. I love you. I love you. I love you.
Context of these voicemails. This is to Mary's catfish.
I just do.
Another early morning.
Is something deeper and stronger and more passionate. It's what we have. We have something more passionate.
Yes, this is Mary.
You know that. I love. Maybe I'm here at the amphitheater, and I'm just waiting for you. Babe, come on. What is going on tonight? Why are you struggling? My gosh, I was not saying that being intimate with you is my work, is my hair, it's a mop. Oh my gosh, honey, don't. Please, honey, you're really having a hard time or something, and I wish that you would talk to me.
I'm literally frozen.
I'm here for you.
I'm terrified.
I haven't gone anywhere. I keep trying. Honey, please. I love you. I don't know what's going on. Baby, I'm really sad.
So was Jackie doing this for the fame? Yes, she was. She wanted to blackmail Mary, I think. I think this is why she puts up with all the emotional abuse. There's a part of her that believes she deserves it. You're absolutely right. Mary's self-esteem is literally like the bar's on the floor. So they also start to enter their Sister Wives closet era around this time. Sister Wives fans followed the Browns on their journey of creating jewelry and clothing business. However, there was pushback from the beginning. The four wives struggled to agree on many aspects of the new family business, and the cameras were there to catch all of the drama. Eventually, Robin got her dream, and the business was launched. There was a lot of frustration from Robin about how the other wives weren't investing enough time, money, and energy, and their website was getting 1.5 to 2 million clicks a month, but they only made 500 sales within the first month, which is fucking awful. And Robin was also upset because Christine and Mary referred to it as a hobby business. And Mary expressed interest in going back to school to getting a degree to work with at-risk youth. Mary had worked with at-risk youth before and said that she really enjoyed it. Apparently, after the COVID hit, the business appeared to be shut down, but apparently they brought it back recently and it is live again. So we will look at that. Let's see if this fucking video thing works. So.
But then there is a situation that I really want to go back to work with at-risk youth. I'm not sure how much time I want to devote to a family business. Don't look at me that way. I want to, but you're trying to not be a part of my family anymore. You like living apart. You want to go get a job all by yourself. You keep talking about how we're in different places. You said we were going to be a family.
Oh, I'm terrified. Oh, I'm very, very, very terrified. Pull up the website so I don't have to beg you. Okay, fine, you've convinced me. My sister wives closet. I think I show you some of the jewelry. Okay, so this is some of the jewelry from like a while ago. As you can see, it's expensive as shit. Like this necklace is $108. This necklace $56. This t-shirt is $30. These charms are $65. It's literally just ridiculous. So here's the website in all of her glory. Oh, it says, we'll be back soon. We're busy updating the store for you. Sign up for our newsletter to get informed. All right. So you can't buy stuff right now, I guess. I was wrong. Should we sign up for their newsletter? How do I see the products? $65 for charms. It's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. Search, maybe? 0 items. Your cart is currently empty. Well, I want to shop. Ugh. This website sucks. I'm over it. Like, if you're charging to cover the cost of ethical labor, okay, but this is still a mess. So, in 2018, they decided to make the move to Flagstaff. Some people think this is because Robin's son got into college there, but the family says it's because they didn't like what their kids were being exposed to in Vegas. This was a major financial strain because it was difficult to sell the houses in Vegas, so they bought a piece of land to try and build new houses in Flagstaff altogether. At first, Janelle and Mary found rental houses, and Christine could not find a rental, so she had to buy a house. Robin could also not find a rental, and she had to buy a house, but the process became very expensive because she dragged her feet because she thought they would be able to find a rental. So she was like, God will provide, we'll find a rental, we'll find a rental. So then they ended up having to buy something super last minute and paying a shit ton extra in closing costs and storage fees and all of this shit. When Christine was like, we're not finding a rental, and found a house very efficiently, and Christine's house was like half the size of Robin's house. So this is the land they bought. They call it Coyote Pass. This is originally how they had divided it up legally. It's 14 acres, and it is $820,000 for this land. Here are pictures of their houses. So this was Janelle's rental. This is the house Christine bought. This was Mary's rental, and then this is the house that Robin bought with Janelle's money. I didn't know where to put this, but here is a video of Robin breakdancing, unfortunately.
Is that what your mom was saying on video? Wow.
didn't do that. I wasn't doing this thing.
This is how she got Cody.
I was about 18 years old. And I was doing some like music videos and we were watching it. It was really fun. The kids were loving it.
This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. And they say white people don't have rhythm. That's our culture right there. So what the fuck do these people do for money? A couple of things. Cody is an arms dealer, not in the sense of like arming countries, but he does like weapon collecting and trade shows and shit like that. They also, a lot of them are a part of multi-level marketing schemes. Like Mary is one of the top LuLaRoe people out there. And then obviously my sister wives closet. Mary does LuLaRoe, like I said, and she owns a bed and breakfast. Janelle has always worked. She's done office jobs, bookkeeping type work, admin work. She's worked in real estate. Christine worked on and off, but was mainly the childcare mom throughout the most of the marriage. And then she is now one of the top ladies over at Plexus with Madison as well. Plexus is like a wellness vitamin MLM. Robin cannot tell you what she does for a living. And then the Browns make around $50,000 per episode of Sister Wives with approximately 14 to 15 episodes per season. They earn approximately $700,000 a year from TLC. But again, a lot of that is going to go to taxes. So when you think about it, maybe like 400 grand is really not enough to take care of 4 households. That is not enough money. I know it sounds like a lot of money, but it's really not that much money to take care of 4 households. I'm sure now they're making more because the show really popped off. So COVID woes. So Cody was super strict about COVID, but he's also an anti-vaxxer. He has like the most niche political views of anyone I've ever come across. It's very interesting. So he wanted the family to social distance so that he could go from house to house. Because he was like, if we're all quarantining, I can move between house to house. It'll be fine. Christine and Janelle were not able to do this because both of them have adult children who worked outside the home. And a lot of their kids worked in essential workers like construction and things like that, where they really they weren't working from home. They were doing in-person jobs. So you cannot quarantine your house when you have adult children working outside the home. The only person that was really able to quarantine completely was Robin and Mary, because Robin's kids don't work, and so they were all able to stay home. So Cody was really only seeing Robin during COVID and was staying with her every night. Christine said that Cody was there for 3 days within 800. So Isabel is Christine's daughter, needed back surgery, and Cody said that he couldn't come due to the COVID risk. But keep in mind, this was during strict COVID times where they were not doing non-essential surgeries. So for the doctor to say that her surgery was so essential that she could fly across the country and go into the hospital to have surgery, clearly it was a big deal. It's not like it was like a cosmetic procedure. He said that he could not be away from his small children for that long because he would have had to quarantine for 2 weeks before and after. So he said, I can't be away from the little kids for that long. This was the turning point for Christine, and the COVID rules in general caused a lot of tension between Cody and his adult kids, which I think was very tough for everybody. And Robin has also always had a nanny or childcare provider throughout the marriage, even though she doesn't work, ? McKelty apparently moved in with Robin for a time during the engagement to help Robin with her kids. And in Vegas, Robin's cousin Mindy lived with them to help with the kids. And even during COVID, Robin had a full-time nanny, and she said that she needs the nanny so that she doesn't have to rely on Cody to help with childcare. But this is what gets me. Okay, you need the nanny because Cody has other wives, so he's not always there. Cool. Everybody needs help. We all need a village. But Cody is saying he can't be there for other wives because he can't be away from the small children. So what's the nanny for? If he can't be away, but you also can't help, no. It made me ill that she was in pain. Yes, apparently Isabel was in extreme pain. So, where was I? Robin has not worked outside the home other than my sister wives closet since joining the family, but because Cody was at Robin's house every day, Christine was wondering why the nanny was able to come over, but none of the other kids or wives were. So Christine was pointing out, your nanny is allowed to come to your house, but we're not allowed to see you. Like, what, like, I don't understand. What are the rules that we're not following? Christine seeing that Robin gets full-time help while unemployed after she spent 20 years working and caring for 13 kids, because Christine would watch all the kids during the day. That's 13 kids, her 6, Janelle's 6, plus Mary's 1. And then while Mary and Janelle and Cody were all at work, and then Christine was also working the night shift, as she pointed out, at other places. Horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Christine finally asking the $1 million question: what does the nanny do? A lot of people thought she meant, like, why do you need a nanny if Cody and Robin are always there? But she was referring to the COVID guidelines of why do you need a nanny, or like what COVID rules is the nanny following? I will follow the rules so that my children can see their father. What is the nanny doing that we are not doing? Running an illegal daycare vibes. That's pretty much what their house was. So, how does Cody treat his 16, 17-year-old adopted child versus how he treats his 7, 8-year-old biological daughter?
Panic attacks sometimes are triggered by stress.
So, this is showing his difference in the treatment of his children based on how he feels about their mother.
First panic attacks sometimes are triggered by stress.
It stresses Aurora out when the two of us are not like totally in love and harmonious.
Right. Can we stop the word power battle thing if we're not going to continue actions with taking each one?
Oh, she picked the David channel. What were you just saying, Aurora? You mean power battle? What do you mean?
Dayton's seeing Hexy. During the attack. And when she has them, she can't talk and she can't walk.
She sees us as as you know, like together, that safe place for her.
Yeah. And
so if we're fighting about things.
That's a weird noise.
Keep holding it up. Keep holding it up. Keep walking. I didn't realize when I was buying the bike for her that she was going to have major issues. Just walk. Okay. But you be patient. Songs it's supposed to go now. Pedal. I am holding you.
I don't feel safe. Please don't ride that close to me.
You're going to have to trust. You hit the brakes. Then hit the brake. I'm really trying to be patient here.
I don't want to do this.
It's too bad. Yeah, I'm gonna ride the bike.
The way that, like, truly is so giving. She was raised by a gentle parent. I don't feel safe. You're making me uncomfortable. I should be able to choose what I want. Like, I love hearing a child advocate for themselves in that way. I feel bad that her dad is a piece of shit, but slay on her communication skills.
It's not fair at all. It's my choice. This is my body, and I'm not going to ride a bike.
Period.
You want to practice on soles instead?
No! I don't want to do it.
There's no crying in baseball, sweetheart.
This isn't baseball.
This is bike riding. It's easier than baseball. What else? Hang on.
He literally just sucks so bad. Why have 13 kids if you can't parent them? So, spark notes of COVID woes, because I'm tired of hearing Cody Brown talk about COVID, so I'm over it. So, Robin and Cody were super strict. They did Thanksgiving 2020 apart because Janelle and Christine's kids could not quarantine because of work. They were able to do Christmas together because people were able to quarantine. And then Ari, who is Robin's youngest child, Cody's youngest child as well, demanded that the entire family get together for her birthday. So they did. And the nanny had COVID, so everyone got exposed. The nanny had COVID. The nanny had COVID. After everything, the nanny brought the COVID. But apparently they did not get it from the nanny. This shit's fucking hilarious. Cody kept being an asshole about COVID, but Cody and Robin ended up getting COVID. Except for one of the older daughters did not get COVID and she quarantined in the basement the whole time. And Cody was so emotional that he couldn't see her for a few days because she was quarantining in the basement. I can't remember if I have a clip of this. I don't. But basically, he says that she came upstairs with a mask on to get food and that they both started crying because they missed each other so much when he had not seen his other children in so fucking long. He was barely seeing his other kids, and he just went a couple days without seeing his stepdaughter and is fucking crying over it. So odd. So Janelle and her kids got COVID, but Cody really did not give a single fuck. Christine and Mary never got it. And when Robin got it, Cody took her to the hospital and he was literally scream crying. And Cody also called his son Gabe on Gabe's birthday to ask how long it took Gabe to recover, but he forgot to say happy birthday to his own child. And literally a couple seasons earlier, like in the early Sister Wives days, Cody had made such a big deal of like, no one ever gets their birthday forgotten in our family. Birthdays are such a big deal. We make a big deal of everybody's birthday. But literally called him and was like, hey, how long did it take you to get better from COVID? Okay, thanks, bye. And then called him later and was like, oh, happy birthday. I guess because Robin fucking told him to. And Cody keeps saying that he's traumatized from COVID, and his other wives don't understand what he's been through. But a bunch of them got COVID too, so I don't see how you're more traumatized. And we'll watch a clip of him talking about COVID from the season 18, which just premiered. So I'm fuzzy on the details of their finances, but here is what I've gathered. The proceeds from the Vegas houses were used to buy the land and Christine and Robin's houses. They cannot build on the land until they pay it off and rezone it, because apparently you can't build when it's zoned the way it is. I don't fucking know. So Christine sold her piece to Cody and Robin for $10, and Christine sold her house and bought a new house in Utah for her and Truly. Because basically Christine said, like, instead of fighting over the details, let's just say, like, the house is mine and the land is yours, and just split it that way. Which to me makes sense because all their financiers are so intermingled. It'd be so fucking complicated anyway. And it's not like you could get a judge to help you deal with it. Like, I think that she made the right move here. So Janelle was living in a trailer on Coyote Pass to try and save money to build, but no one else cared. So her and her daughter ended up moving into an apartment, which apparently, I don't know if they're still living in right now, but in the new premiere, that is where they were living, was in that apartment. So Janelle was trying to make it a big priority to build on the land, but no one else really was trying to do that. So some details I found about Robin's house. They bought the house for $890,000. They had to put $222,000 down and take out a 30-year mortgage. Then Robin and Cody took out a $150,000 home equity line of credit. So that basically means, like, you own your home, part of it, the bank owns part of it, and you own part of it, so you can pull out the money that you owe or the money that you can pull equity. Equity is the money that, like, you already put into your house. You can pull that out if you want to. So they did that. It's not really good to pull out home equity. It's not really a wise choice. You shouldn't do that unless you have to. Cody and Robin take out another 30-year, $548,000 mortgage. At the same time, they also take out another line of $130,000 of home equity. So then December, they pay off their first mortgage after getting another. So they literally had 2 mortgages on their house. Like, I'm not a financial expert, but this shit seems like a shit show. And then also December 21, they close out their first line of home equity credit. So they have this expensive house. They're trying to pull money out of it at every turn because neither of them work. It's literally just such a huge fucking mess. And the house is huge. Not only is it huge, but it's also not that pretty in my opinion. Here's the side view. Here's the yard. Big kitchen. Like, it's literally huge. This house is, like, really strongly giving Airbnb to me. Equity isn't that necessarily. Yeah, I know. It's just confusing. Equity is, like, it's yours. I don't fucking know. I was about to say I'm not a doctor. I'm not that either. So, since Christine has left Cody, Christine announced she was leaving Cody, which that is why she sold her house. I'm sure if we're here, we already all know that. She got engaged relatively quickly afterwards, but keep in mind she is a former polygamist from Utah, so they do that very quickly. She got engaged to David Woolley, and she said, I've never been in love like this before. She said, the world seems like a brighter place with him in it. I'm so excited for the wonderful adventure we're going to embark on for the rest of our lives. So she has a nice boyfriend and fiance now. We love that for her. It's giving Airbnb because it's decorated by a man. Pause. Doctor comes from the Latin word for teacher. So, oh my God, that's funny. So Christine and Janelle are still besties, and their kids took their side. Janelle shared photos on Instagram showing family time. She said, pink Jeep tour in Sedona yesterday, so much fun. I wanted to do one for years, and she thanked Christine for organizing the outing. And Cody and Robin still have financial problems. Nobody wants to work anymore. So when Christine announced her divorce from Cody in November of 2021, she separated herself from the family financially. Like we said, she sold Coyote Pass for $10. And McKelty, Christine and Cody's daughter, revealed that apparently the reason they are moving, they being Cody and Robin, is because of financial reasons. McKelty said this on her Patreon. It was captured by Without a Crystal Ball. If you like Sister Wives, I recommend Without a Crystal Ball. It's a YouTube channel. Katie, she's great. So, a fan asked why Cody and Robin rarely visit them and their 3 kids. McKelty and her husband have 3 kids. And McKelty said, what, it's about 10 hours away, the distance between where she lives in Utah and Cody and Robin live in Flagstaff. It's kind of remote, Tony added. McKelty hopes that Cody and Robin move closer so they can visit them more often. I know he wants to, Tony revealed. He's got this itch. He's been talking about it for a while. McKelty said he wants a chapter place of living. Flagstaff is he wants a cheaper place of living. Flagstaff is absurdly expensive. I know he wants something cheaper, much cheaper. So, interesting. We don't know where they're moving, but apparently they're moving. And apparently a portion of Coyote Pass is for sale by owner. Because remember, they own like multiple pieces, little plots of land, so they don't have to sell it all as one. So a TikToker, History in 60, posted a video of the family's controversial Flagstaff property. The content creator was passing through Flagstaff and stopped to see if there had been any developments. While no building was there, for sale by owner sign was posted to the property. According to the video comments, it appears that the Brown family is selling off 3 acres of the property. So I guess Robin and Cody need some more cash again. So season 18 premiere was last Sunday. It was so fucking boring. This is like literally one of the worst shows of all time. Like it's such a bad show. I cannot reiterate that enough. It was filmed in 2022, so we're pretty far behind reality. But basically the whole episode is Robin is sad, Mary is sad, Janelle is moving into an apartment out of the trailer, and Christine is thriving in Salt Lake City. Let's put her on The Real Housewives. But she does come to Flagstaff to visit. It's really to film. That's why she's there. So here is some clips from the episode.
Okay, listen, I have done the turkey for years. Cody used to like my turkey until he had Robin's, and I guess hers is that much. That just sounds. Mine is sweet, hers is savory. He could like it both if he wanted. He did sign up for liking everybody's turkeys.
I like when Mary makes raunchy jokes. That's fun. So here's a clip of Christine and Cody meeting. Christine invited him to lunch because she wanted to talk about Truly and what everyone was doing for the holidays.
Sick during her birthday with, I was laid up with COVID. And you were also out of it. Was she thinking that was funny too? I was out of my mind, but when I talked about getting this anxiety, Christine, the depression.
I know, and I'm sorry to even laugh a little bit, but it mentally was like, yeah.
You mean that way, it's okay.
Ew. She doesn't even have to say.
This person's commentary, like, I respect them for the video. That's very helpful, but I could have done without the commentary.
Right? Every time that guy got sick, it was like the whole world revolved around his being sick.
It was overwhelming for me. Not being able to sleep and not being able to breathe.
Oh, poor Puddin'.
I really, I heard a description of you is what's funny. What are you going to do? Like, you can either laugh about things or cry about things, and if you can't look back with a sense of humor, what a waste.
I was in the fetal position on the floor sobbing.
Oh my God.
So I would also like to reiterate, someone said I was a CNA during COVID and watched people deteriorate. Yes, people did get very sick during COVID, but Cody Brown did not. He tried to go to the hospital and they turned him away because he only had a fever of 101. They were like, yeah, go home. You have a fever of 101. Sleep it off, big guy. So, like, COVID can be super, super bad, but in his case, he had it pretty mild.
I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing.
He's so dramatic.
I've never been laughing about this thing. She asked me to stop staying in her place. I wasn't laughing then. She moved my step in the garage. I wasn't laughing then. She left with Truly, and she left early. I wasn't laughing then.
No, she didn't leave with Truly, Laya.
My reaction
Look at
is terrible today. I'm so sorry.
No, you're not. That's hilarious.
So freaking awesome.
So the way she ended that, if you didn't catch it, she said, my reactions were just terrible today. I'm so sorry. I'm not married to him anymore. It's so freaking awesome. Absolutely no notes. Incredible. I want to see Will Ferrell parody this. COVID is an ugly virus, but I don't think Cody has ever cared for any selfless reason. Yes, exactly. I think it fit his narrative at the time. So I wanted to end on this super positive note of Christine saying it's so freaking awesome that she is not married to Cody anymore. I hope everybody enjoyed the Sister Wives lore. I love Sister Wives. I could talk about this for hours. Thank you all so much for being here. This was very, very fun. And I wanted to let you know that next week I will be dropping my merch and we will also be talking about Paula Deen. I was supposed to talk about Paula Deen this week, but I got excited about the Sister Wives premiere, so I just really wanted to do Sister Wives again. So are Janelle and Mary still with him? I hate that. So this is the confusing thing, and I wasn't sure if I should make slides about it, and now I kind of wish that I had. But anyway, on the one-on-one tell-all from season 17, Janelle said, me and Cody are separated. But season 18 is filmed before the tell-all. So in season 18, they're not separated yet. So we really don't have a ton of detail about their separation. And it's just going to play out on TV, I guess. So that's why, like, we know they separated, but I don't know, like, where Janelle is living and any of that sort of thing. So again, next week we will be talking about Paula Deen, and my merch will be dropping live on stream next week. So I will be wearing it on stream. So thank you again for being here, and also thank you to anyone who has gifted money towards my computer fund. I like to be able to show clips and look at different websites and stuff like that, but as y'all can see, my computer just really cannot fucking handle that. So any gifts are greatly, greatly appreciated. We are very, very close to our goal. Let me look at what it's at right now, because some lovely people gifted. Right now, I'm at $13.72. So very, very nice. Thank you, Shelby. Thank you, Victoria. Thank you, Ice Prince. Thank you, Faith. Thank you, Tyler. Greatly appreciated. Again, my Venmo is at redacted_parking lot. And please include the word gift in the little transaction line so that the IRS doesn't send me to prison. And if you don't have Venmo, just buy some merch when it drops next week. Unfortunately, because of taxes and shit like that, I have to accept through Venmo. I don't really have another way to do it. But yes, thank you to everyone that has gifted. And let me see how much we have left. 1857 minus 1372. That is $485. So there's 435 people watching this right now. If every single person gifted $1, we would honestly be there. So thank you to everyone that has gifted. And if you are just here to hang out and you are broke, don't worry about it. I don't want anyone who's stressed about money to be sending me money, because capitalism sucks for all of us. Don't be stressed out on account from me. I'm old and joined Twitch just for you. That makes me happy, and you're not old. And this is a fun, easy app. You will like it. But anyway, like I said, next week we'll be talking about Paula Deen. I have an exciting article coming out on Friday, so keep an eye on my TikTok. I'll be talking about my new job and my career and all of those things that I never want to answer questions about. But let's go ahead and play our trivia game. We love. Which one do we want to do? Himalaya, beach, carnival, jungle, sports, space, underwater. We could do underwater because everyone's underwater in their mortgages, or we could do space. We haven't done space in a while. I'll wait till someone answers. Or sports. I like the sports song. Do you have Venmo? Yes. Redacted _ parking lot. I see space. Alrighty, so if you would like to play the trivia game, you do not need an account. I do not need your email address. I do not need any money. All you have to do is go to join.nearpod.com and then enter the code 4VLEF. Whatever you put in as your name will come up on the screen, so don't put your name if you don't want your name out there. But yeah, again, join.nearpod.com. and 4VLEF. You don't have to have the app. It might say, hey, do you want to download the app? But you don't have to. You can do it in a browser. You can do this on your phone. If you're using a computer, you can open up a new tab. The questions will also come up on my screen. If you don't want to play like literally, you can just kind of look at the questions on here. But I will give people a few more minutes to join. It lets you pick a little character. So scroll through them and pick something that you're going to be happy with. I bit the inside of my mouth the other day, and I really have to say I'm not a fan of the way it feels. Give you a few more seconds. Here, let me put the code back up. I really wish they had a sloth avatar for Nearpod. Me too. Also, my contacts have really not been agreeing with me on this stream. Alrighty, I'm gonna give 10 more seconds for people to join. Oh, holy shit, that was a lot of people. Just kidding, I'll wait longer. See, a Trader Joe parking lot, Max, PB, Hannah, Sheila, Annabelle, your sister wife's closet parking, your favorite cowboy, Robert, Lola, a polygamous parking lot, R, Liz, Morgs, Polly parking lot, Robin's eyebrows. All right, I'm gonna send the link again and give a couple more seconds to join. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm gonna hit start. If you're still joining, it'll let you join late, so don't worry. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off TikTok. If you guys wanna come to Twitch, go for it. Love you, bye. What is this? What did we learn about today? Sister wives. No, I don't have Cash App. Don't worry about it. Thank you, though. Toma Benito. Thank you. Where were the Browns living when the show aired? I really like the shooting stars on our end for the space theme. I'm glad. A tough one. I think I counted Robin's kids. Sorry about that. That was very mean of me. It's 18, including Robin's kids. I don't feel bad if I get this one wrong because most of the parents have said a wrong number of kids before. Stop. Did y'all see Rudy Giuliani's mugshot? I love American history. Incredible. I can't wait to see Trump's mugshot. Trump mugshot and PSL coming out on the same day. Stop. How old was Mary when they got married? Her name will ensure I never name my child Mary because married is just a lot. Mugshot merch is gonna be crazy. Giuliani getting Rico'd is my full circle moment. Who is the current legal wife? My dad went to school with a girl named Merry Christmas spelled that way. That's really unfortunate for her. Why would her parents do that? I hate that for her. Oh, we're at 1392. 1397. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Alexis. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you, Shelby. Thank you, Victoria. I think I already said thank you to some of those people, but thank you again. The family is not accepting of their LGBTQ children. This is some real lore. This is for the fans. For the fans. They have a couple, which statistically makes sense. They are accepting. They are accepting. Their daughter Gwendolyn is married to a woman. Their son Leon is trans, and from what we have seen, they are accepting of those individuals. At least the parents are. I know that there's been some rifts between kids, which when you have 18 kids, some of them gonna be gay and some gonna be homophobic. Just statistically, that's how it's gonna work out. You know what I mean? Which of the wives owned homes in Flagstaff? So it's more than one. Cody Brown has always financially provided for his wives and children. Now this is the question I had to answer. You saying that with a straight face is impressive. Thank you. You know, trained my whole life for this. That is false. He is not, because he sucks and is a loser. Hate to see that for him. Alrighty, nice job, Splish Splash in first place. Then we have that one, Annabelle, the Browns Nanny, Christy Love, Christine and Janelle Forever, Miss Lettuce, VV, Deck, Chloe, Knife in the Kidneys, Sister Wives Closet Parking Lot, Melly Lynn, Michelle, Trigger Warning Cody, My Family Wreath, and then I will scroll through the rest. Nice job, nice job, nice job. A truly hard seltzer parking lot, a polygamous parking lot, a Zaxby's parking lot. Oh, I kind of want Zaxby's. All right, nice job, nice job. Thank you all so, so, so much for being here. If we have any memes or any other lore to share, let a girl know. But this is always the highlight of my week. I'm really excited for you guys to see the merch next week, and I'm also really excited about my article on Friday, and I'm really excited to talk about Paula Deen next week. There's a lot of things to be excited about. So memes, other Sister Wives gossip, anything you want to share. Stream in-person party sample itinerary, sneak into the Village's retirement community for a pool party, nacho bar with Christine, Chili's party. Oh my God. Another fun stream. Of course, I love to do this. We love to hear it. We love to see it. Extremely excited for this upcoming article. Me too. The one who picked a knife in the kidneys has me rolling. I should have put a video of his temper tantrum in there. Will plus sizes be available? For a lot of the stuff, yes. Not for everything, just because it depended on what the supplier had, but I tried to pick as many things with plus sizes as possible. But every design, one of the products at least comes in plus sizes. And this is the thing that I think is very fucked up. They were charging me a lot more for the plus size stuff, so I just figured out like an average that would make sense for all, so everything will be the same prices, so you don't pay more for it being plus size. And yes, especially if the shirts and the sweatshirts will have plus size, but I think like some of the sports bras only come in double XL, and I think the bikini as well. So some yes and some no. Love the stream, but really need to point out, oh yes, thank you. Love the stream, but really need to point out again that Eskimo is a racial slur and should not have been used as it was. I did not know this. Apologies. Someone used it in the context of, I don't want to say it again, but E-sisters, meaning like two people that have kissed or hooked up with the same man. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for pointing that out. I apologize. Again, I did not know that, but now I know. And thank you for telling us. And thank you to everyone here who I'm sure will move forward in their life with this knowledge. Good to know, good to know. There's a lot of words like that like in the context we're used to using them, we don't think of them as a slur, but then when you think about the actual word, it is a slur. So thank you for pointing that out. Your love is like a knife to the kidneys. The sacrifices I made to love you. Oh. Anybody else have any memes? Anything to share? I did not know that either, but I'm glad I know. Yeah, we all learn something new every day. That's the great thing about being alive. And also the terrible thing about being alive. I've been detoxing from TikTok, and this will be breaking my streak on Friday to see when your article is posted. If you want to remain detoxed from TikTok, I will also put it on Instagram and Twitter. So you don't have to get back on the TikTok to see it. Alrighty, thank you so, so much. I'm going to go ahead and go chill out and relax a little bit. I hope everybody has a great night and a great day at work tomorrow. Thank you again for being here. This will be on YouTube as usual. But yeah, love you. Bye-byes. You did a great job at completing 95 slides in under 2 hours. Thank you. That was the goal. Number 3 is requesting to leave the family, not the sob father. Okay, I keep getting distracted. Love you. Goodbye.